Hey folks, this is Suzy from gethealthywithsuzy.net. I'm just here to give you a few tips that I've picked up along the last 2 weeks of being plant-based for Meatless May. So I have noticed that there has been a huge change in my energy and definitely not feeling all bogged down and heavy like I would be if I was eating dairy or meat. So definitely feeling a huge improvement in my energy levels and my mental clarity. But that's not what this is about. This is about giving you some money saving tips and some ways of simplifying your plant-based lifestyle. So this first thing that I was told about by my friend Sophia, thanks Sophia, is to collect my food scraps. So all the veggie ends and the first layer of onion that you usually cut off, the tips of my carrots, the tips of my zucchinis, there's some celery, there's even some ginger in there, the tips of my garlic, and I'll boil that all in a nice 2-liter pot of water, and it'll be a nice, great vegetable broth. Instead of paying like $3 or $4 for a box of organic vegetable broth. So that's crazy. That is so much savings. So I'll save that up every week and I will boil it off and it'll be delicious. Strain it out. Yum. Another thing that I was told about from my friend David is to freeze my tofu. And when it thaws out, it's very meaty in texture, and he was right. So that was another great tip. Another tip is to buy your nuts and your seeds in bulk, because a lot of times we use things like cashews to cream things up, and things like walnuts to make vegan cheese and stuff like that. Also great in baking and things like that. So I bought a whole bunch of cashew cheese and walnuts and sunflower seeds and pumpkin seeds, and so I'm really excited to use those up. They stay really good in the freezer for up to a year. They freeze really, really well. So definitely a great money saving tip. Another tip that I had was to start regrowing your own vegetables from vegetable scraps. So right now it's mid-May, so it's a little bit late to start your seeds, but you can still have a good harvest in September or even October if you start now. But if you don't want to wait 3-4 weeks for your stuff to start sprouting, you can start with stuff that you have bought at the grocery store. So this is what I've done, is I've thrown these cut off green onions, and see they're starting to grow really, really long roots now. So that's really cool. This one is about a week old. This one is about 3 days old. And as you can see, they are growing back really well. And once they have a few more roots, I will transplant them into some dirt and I'll have some green onions on demand. So that's really great. And here's some bok choy. This guy's taking a little bit longer to sprout, but I still have faith that it's gonna be all good in another week or so. And then I've also harvested myself some seeds. So these are some bell pepper seeds from some bell peppers that I bought at Costco. And these are some jalapeno seeds from jalapenos that I used last night in my chili. And so that'll save me at least $3 in seeds each. And I'll have some nice, yummy, fresh peppers come September. So that's my tips for today. I'll see you guys a little bit later on. I'm gonna show you how to make some vegan sourdough chapati, which goes really great with curries, dals, also chili. Anyways, I just love chapatis and they're so easy to make, and I'm very excited to show you how to do that. So tune in later and I will show you guys how to make that. Thanks for listening. Bye.